Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and this is going to be a fun video. I have opinions from a multitude of individuals regarding price for XRP and Bitcoin. Conceptually, where's the market going? You know, in terms of Bitcoin dominance versus altcoin dominance, I've got a chart analyst from the XRP community talking about how I can't wait to show you the chart, actually, because we're going to know very soon if he is accurate. I'll just say that. And I'm not a chart guy. I'm not going to pretend to know how to read charts and stuff like this, and I don't do price predictions myself, but I love covering this stuff because I think it makes for fun videos, and I love it when people are willing to like put their necks on the line and say, I think that this cryptocurrency, whether it's XRP or anything else, is going to perform to this price level in this specified period of time. To me, that type of stuff is fun. And so now the one that I'm referencing there in terms of altcoin dominance, it's not a price prediction, but it's the timing of it, which you can see it's either going to happen or it's not. So very, very interesting stuff here. But looks like XRP and the altcoin altcoin dominance could be if it plans out the way he thinks it's going to, could be in for I don't know, Moon Lambo. I don't. Maybe not that intense, but I'll show you. So I've got that, and again, I've got. Funny enough, I've actually got two of the chart analysts. Both call themselves different people. Both call themselves Crypto Bull. That I just found fascinating. So anyway, got that, and then I've got a couple articles. Check out this one. Okay. This is from Daily Hodl. Bitcoin poised to beat S&P 500 over the next 12 months. Chainalysis survey. And check out this one. This one's just a for fun one. I'm going to wrap up the video with this one. Stick around for this, though. Bitcoin and the $700 quintillion asteroid pump. Have you heard about this? I covered this on my channel when it was making news, I don't know, it was several months ago, whatever it was. There's there was the news. Okay, so they kind of glorify this type of thing, but there's an asteroid out there that's basically made of gold. That's the way it was presented. Now, in reality, I looked into it a little bit further back when this news came out, however many months ago, and it's not just gold. There's all sorts of other metals and stuff in there, but all the metals apparently worth a lot. Look at this headline: $700 quintillion worth. So, you know, the reason that this is being covered by crypto media, it comes down to the the belief that gold is scarce, and maybe it is on planet Earth, but across the universe, perhaps not so much. NASA is going to this thing reportedly, so I'll give you the specifics from this article. But before I speak any further, if you would please delicately tap that like button, and if you're a fan of Ripple and XRP, go ahead, get down with your bad self and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel. You know you've been watching my videos, you haven't done it yet, and you want to. It's the right thing to do. All right, so here we go. Market cap for crypto asset class, $237 billion. Bitcoin at $8,752, and XRP at 27.45 cents. Now, I just want to say, for all of you that say that there's no correlation between Bitcoin and XRP, if I could just have another anecdotal incident, because these keep happening. It's weird, they keep happening. Because there's correlation. I know almost everybody agrees with me, but still, just for the minority that doesn't. Here's the Bitcoin price chart. Now I'm going to switch to XRP. There's the XRP price chart, both over the last 24 hours. And again, Bitcoin, now back to XRP. Bitcoin, XRP. It's the same damn chart. If you know what the definition of correlation is, that's it. That is it right there. All right, so take a look at this headline. Top 3 price predictions, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. I'm just going to jump down to the XRP part, and this is from a You Today writer named Denny Scherschirk. I don't know how to say that. I butcher that every time. So let me scroll down here. All right, XRP has not shown growth or even slight growth against the downfall of the general market. Since yesterday, the coin has lost 2.73%. Even with the sharp upswings and downswings, XRP is the only coin whose trading volume has not declined. On November 8th, the price left its support level to a price of around 27 cents. Currently, the situation is almost identical, with the RSI indicator located in the oversold zone. Based on these factors, one might conclude that a resistance level of 27.5 cents might be reached shortly. And so that's one opinion there. Right? The press time XRP is trading at 27.16 cents. But, you know, it's like as it pertains to crypto, you know, if you don't like the price, like, give it 5 minutes. That was said very frequently, especially in the run up, the bull run up in 2017, which I always found comical. Take a look at this headline from Cointelegraph. Bitcoin price returns to $8,700 as resistance becomes new bull support. I want to scroll down. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. So they're talking about. Well, here we go. At press time, I'll just read this part. It's short. At press time, the pair had just said a new 3-day low of 8,695, subsequently bouncing slightly higher towards 8,800. Bitcoin has languished around that price since November 8th, having previously fallen from a range between $9,000 to $9,500. Now, check this out. Despite the drop, however, analysts appeared neither surprised nor bearish about the overall trend. In a Twitter update on Monday, the popular account known as Crypto Bull, that's one of 2 crypto bulls that I'm going to be highlighting in this video. This one's got a bigger following, though. So the popular account known as Crypto Bull highlighted the fact that a dip to current levels represented previous resistance now acting as support. Just testing that support again, he told followers, referencing Bitcoin's dramatic run-up from $7,400 to $10,500 on October 26th. And of course, I always want to state, look, this is an XRP-centric channel, but the price action right now, in 2019, of Bitcoin absolutely matters to XRP because the market's correlated, right? It just is. So to me, it makes a ton of sense to be aware of this and track it. So here he is. So here's the Crypto Bull. And I just followed him. I was unaware of him, but he's got a massive following, 148,000 followers. So there you go. But like I said, so just testing that support again, no big deal. Apparently, this is, from this perspective, it's not going to get worse, right? Next, take a look at this. This is from Patty Stash now. And I like this guy. He's fun. So he tweeted this out. Can you feel it? The excitement, what's going to happen? For 7 years, this chart has pretty much repeated itself multiple times. Will this next time be the same? The stage is set. Turn on the amplifiers. Let's blow this baby wide open. And now he's been on this message, and this is about alt season, by the way. This is what we're talking about, just alt season, which would be great for XRP too, right? He's been on the message of this for some time. And he's never said necessarily specifically this is when mega alt season really just starts now, but he's the strongest proponent that I've seen, and just me personally, anybody that I follow for the concept of an alt season here. And conceptually, to me, even with me not being in the charts, just looking from a fundamental perspective, there's lots of reasons that it makes sense that an alt season would indeed come. There's still volume with these coins trading, and historically it's happened in the past. So we'll see. But take a look at this. So here's what he was saying on the chart here. Every time he was talking, because he actually made a video about it. I'm not going to play this thing for you, but I'm going to scroll up here. So he made a video about this, and so he was just explaining that this is the point where he thinks that everything is just going to explode, basically. And he's talking about how where these little red lines are that he has drawn here. Every time he's hit one of these after bouncing up off support, it's just like up. And so here, let me get away from the video. So this is what he's talking about in the video. This is the chart that he was referencing in that video. And he's stating that we're pretty much there. And so the last 2 times this happened, and this is just a matter of fact type of thing, you can say whether or not you believe history will repeat itself. But just in terms of alt dominance, when this line gets hit, there we go. And so he writes, will history repeat? And we're pretty much right at the point where it's either going to happen or not happen. So we shall see. But I think that if this indeed goes the way that he thinks it's going to go, at some point it should be rather notable, right? Don't you think? Because these are massive gains here when you're talking about this. Because look, this is dating back. This is 2016, and then this one's 2017. And so you've got 7 years of history, basically, here, and as he cited in his tweet there. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know when it's going to happen. I'm not going to pretend to know. In fact, I'm going to be very straightforward in stating that I don't know. But conceptually, I would just be very surprised if at some point this didn't just take off. All right, now here's a tweet from Crypto Bull. This is a different Crypto Bull. All right, he's part of the XRP community here. And he wrote, he's a chart analyst, the closer we get to the XRP burst, the more negative the sentiment. I can tell you from personal experience that the closer to the goal we get, time seems to slow down. Restlessness and anxiety set in. We are close, very close. And from the perspective of sentiment, yeah, I can be on board with that. That makes sense to me. And then here's another one from him. The only way you'll beat the whales and make money in this market is by holding your XRP and ride the price up all the way when the whales decide it's time. No patience, no money. To me, conceptually, if you've listened to me more than once, you probably know that I'm going to agree with any statement along those lines. I think that it makes sense to... Because, look, I'm not a trader. I know that almost every trader on the planet loses money, not just in this asset class, but stocks. Pick whatever asset class. I don't care. If you're a trader, yeah, you're probably losing money. It's a virtual certainty. So to me, it's never made sense to do that. Nothing against you if you're doing it. Maybe you're actually part of that small percentage of people that's actually making money. But to me, for a good old moon Lambo, nope. Not going to try and time the market. I'm just going to hold because I know that humans will keep doing the speculation that they do, and I'm counting on humans to continue behaving in the way that they historically behave, and especially when there's a frenzy around a new technology like this. Absolutely, I'm counting on this. So I'm just going to hold because I believe that utility matters and will win the day. All right, and here's another tweet from Crypto Bull, but so it's a chart. But he was actually citing another chart analyst, which I cover on this channel from time to time, named Aquaflow. And on Twitter he is @FlowAqua backwards. But anyway, so here you go. So basically, what he's pointing out in this chart, and you don't have to look at your phone if you're driving. Don't worry about it. But he's talking about the pattern that occurred basically from the year 2014 through 2017, and then comparing that 2018 to now, and saying, hey, this looks pretty much exactly the same. We're at a point where XRP broke out in that first time frame from 2014 to 2017. So indicating, hey, looks like we're pretty much there, and will history repeat itself? That's basically the point being made there. All right, next here. Bitcoin poised to beat S&P 500 over the next 12 months. Financial professionals think Bitcoin is likely to outperform the S&P 500, Bloomberg Barclays Bond Index, and the House Pricing Index in the next 12 months, according to a new survey. Chainalysis, a blockchain analysis company, just polled 350 finance professionals asking a variety of questions relating to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Nearly half of the respondents, the largest group, say Bitcoin will have the highest growth rate in the next year when compared to other investment categories like equities, fixed income bonds, and housing. Despite this optimism, the poll also touched on the concerns traditional finance professionals have about digital assets. Nearly 40% of respondents say the biggest thing holding them back from doing more work with crypto is an ability to control for illicit activity, which to me is kind of bogus, but not that the concern itself, but as a reason for. Another 18% cite an inability to comply with governmental regulations, while a quarter of them simply say the market opportunity isn't big enough. Yeah, until it is. And that's the funny thing about that market opportunity. What happens, because by the time you realize that there's a bunch of people in it, isn't it kind of too late typically? Yes, that's what history has shown us. Anyway, respondents cited client demand as the top reason why they would adopt crypto in the future. More than 37% believe that if there's a global digital currency in the next 5 to 10 years, the United States will control it. I don't know about that. Only 21.2% of respondents think China would control a hypothetical global digital currency, while nearly 30% think it will be decentralized. Well, if you're talking about a cryptocurrency, and typically when we're talking about the idea of a global currency, okay, fine, you can say conceptually perhaps it would be controlled by 1, 2, or 3 countries, or maybe a bunch of them. Maybe a bunch of them come together, United Nations style. I don't buy into that concept, though. I think that more so if you're going to have a global digital currency, if this ever takes hold, which is not bonkers to think, just the idea of it's not like it's insane. If it does happen, I think it's going to have to be a truly decentralized asset that nobody controls. I'd be surprised if it's anything other than that, so we shall see. All right, here's the fun one. Check it. Take a look at this. Bitcoin and the $700 quintillion asteroid pump. From a space odyssey on the scarcity of Bitcoin to the use of XRP in Australia, here's a look at some of the stories breaking in the world of crypto. A post on the interstellar scarcity of gold has shot to the front page of the Bitcoin subreddit. It highlights an article from Bloomberg about an asteroid called 16 Psyche that's made of gold and precious metals. NASA is reportedly gearing up to visit the giant nugget in space. I like that they call it a giant nugget, though. It just makes it sound cute. Which is valued at $700 quintillion. How many zeros is that? I don't care. I'm not going to look it up. It's too much money. It's like infinite money. And anyway, here's a quote. Yes, 16 Psyche and other asteroids will probably be mined for their metals. But once those metals start hitting the market in large quantities, they're unlikely to be precious for much longer. And then the article triggered a discussion on the true scarcity of gold compared to Bitcoin's maximum supply of 21 million coins. Then here's some quotes. Waiting on asteroids gold futures market to launch soon. Here's another one. The dollar number is only hypothetical. Once these metals become abundant, price crashes. And here's another one. I wonder how much the soon-to-be-discovered crypto asteroid will be worth once you factor in the cost of washing out the S-word coins. God, that's kind of funny, right? All right, gold proponent Peter Schiff calls reports on the asteroid fake news designed to push the price of Bitcoin toward the moon. And here's a quote from Goldbug Peter Schiff. The existence of a golden asteroid is fake news, a lie spread to pump Bitcoin. 16 Psyche is a rare metallic asteroid with a composition similar to the Earth's core. It's made almost entirely of an iron-nickel alloy with small amounts of other metals likely to include gold. So there you go. I don't know that I completely trust Peter Schiff on that. I mean, yes, it does seem to me that it's fair to state like the media was kind of glamming this up here. But even so, that's still a highly valuable chunk of metal there, right? I think that's fair to say as well. But anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!